Howdy everyone, Poacher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video I'm going to show you what I believe to be the best Raid 5 team currently available in the game, and that is including all the Van Norths. I still think this team is superior. I have tried the Van Norths, I've tried the Van Norths with a Rhiannon mixed into it, and again this team still outplays them significantly. They are good, but compared to what this team achieves, I have not found a team better. If you have one that you think is better, by all means let me know. But I've tried Renegades, Rhiannon, the Van Norths, Van Norths with Rhiannon. I've tried Orcs. It's hard to mix a Rhiannon into an Orc team. I've tried it. They just don't. They just do not match up to this. This team is most efficient against all of the regular nodes. There are some bosses where you would not be able to use this team. Chorin is one, Mirrodin is another. All the rest are actually okay, except for the Guardian at the very end. These all are videos that I can do in the future though, how to take out specific bosses, but for the majority of the raid, this is going to be the true and old best team to use. Now, things to consider. On the screen, they are level 100, gear 13, 7 arcane stars. That is pretty similar to what I'm using in the regular game. You do not need all of these requirements. Number one, if you've got these heroes, you're already off to a great start. It just requires putting some resources into them. Arcane stars is going to be the hardest one because on the most part it's RNG, but getting them to level 100, not an impossible task. Getting them to gear 13, not an impossible task, especially when these are very much meta heroes at the moment, and putting gear into them is not a waste. Now, we're trying Raid 5. You do not need a higher gear requirement than 13 to clear all of Raid 5. Raid 5 is actually relatively easy on the most part. If you're an already endgame raider, Raid 5 is not insanely hard. Now, you could put more gear into these heroes for the simple fact that they are currently meta heroes, and I don't see them falling out of the meta scene for quite some time. The reason I say this, and I'm going to compare them to Knights of the Council, for example. Though Knights of the Council already have a full faction, they cannot get any more heroes. They still are able to receive a few more Awakening heroes, but that faction is completely maxed out, apart from Awakening. Cloud Wanderers, on the other hand, are still missing 2 heroes, which I don't know how they will affect or influence the Cloud Wanderers in the future, but there is still potential for this faction to become stronger. Only 2 of their heroes are awakened, so again, a lot more room to become stronger. There's a lot more potential with this team over, say, Knights of the Council, for example, because that faction is already maxed out. Where can they really go from where they are right now? Where there is still a bit of maybe this could happen with the Cloud Wanderers. So in saying that, yes, putting more gear into these heroes is obviously going to help you in all parts of the game. So if you want to go ahead, go and do it. Rhiannon, on the other hand, I don't know if I would recommend taking her past gear 13. Again, that's another thing. Just like the Knights of the Council, the Druids are an already complete faction. Apart from Awakening, where else can they go? We're going to have to wait, because I don't think... Yeah, none of their heroes have Awakening, so their faction could be insane, but we just do not know for now. So, yeah. Arcane Stars, always worth putting them into the Cloud Wanderers gear and levels and everything else. They are worth it. So this is what we're going to be testing with. But if you've got weaker versions, they still work. It's still the best team. Just going to be a little bit more careful. So we'll jump into the raid. We'll cover a few nodes, and I'll show you how they perform and things to look out for. You can use this team on auto. It's so much more effective manual playing it. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. But anyway, other things to note as well. Our Roxanne, we are only awakening 2 skills, her special 1 and her special 2, or skill 2 and 3, depending on how you word it. We'll wait for the... Yep, alright, so this is important because Allied Wanderers cannot receive debuffs for 2 turns, and remove debuffs from all allies. That's always important. We got the increased speed, and then with this, we now distribute initiative taken from enemies between living allies, so it gets a boost to us as well, which is really, really important. And of course, the other important hero is the Rhiannon for her passive. Let's go over passive, passive, passive. And we're looking raid only. At the end of the round, reduces all timers of allies' special skills by 3. Reduces raid only, increases maximum HP of all allies by 40%. Raid only increases damage of all allies by 40%. This is huge, and it's what makes this team so deadly. So those are the important things. Let's jump into a raid and actually show you how they work. So jumping into raid, as you can see, I've already started testing stuff out here. I was using the Van Norths, and I mean, yeah. Anyway, we're up to this node here, node 3. This is a demon. This is a perfect node to test against. We've got an arena effect, and we've also got kobolds here. Soothsayers especially are very dangerous against the team we're versing, because we've got so many buffs, so that's what we need to look out for. But I'll show you how to deal with them. So we'll take on this node. This is an early node. Then we can jump up to the end and show you some strategies up here. And yeah, we'll come back in a second when we're in the fight, because there are some things in between. I can't actually show you yet. Secret stuff. Okay, so jumping in, we're already getting hit pretty hard. That's fine. Okay, we are always going to lead by increasing our crit damage. And we are going to protect ourselves. And from debuffs, we're going to use Cloud Singer. By our debuffs. Okay, and now I can already tell their initiative is already pretty low. I'm going to apply a heal, and we're going to get another turn on our Roxanne, because we've got speed boost as well before they get a second turn. Now you've got two options with Astoria. You can use her as a snipe character or an AoE character. Completely up to you. What I am going to do is I'm just going to snipe. Let's see if we can kill the Zart. Beautiful, we can. We're going to steal initiative and increase ours, which again is going to give us another turn before them. And now we can use our basic here and just clear up most of the team. Beautiful. Now I am just not going to use anything but basics at this point. I know I've already won the wave. I don't need to use anything else. It's going to help our cooldowns on the next level. I am going to protect ourselves right now, and then we'll go into the next wave. Right, it's coming up. Here we are. Okay, so what can we do here? Now, I already have my buffs up. I could do it again. I'm not worried about it. I'm just going to try and take out the Soothsayer before she gets her AoE out. Now, again, I already know I'm going to get a second turn. I already pre-protected myself on the last wave, so I can just steal initiative here, increase our initiative, and yeah, get a sneaky kill. We nearly took out the second. I'm just going to use my basic there to take her out. It's easy. There we go. Done and dusted. There's nothing this team can really do from here. I can snipe the Abaddon, and it's just two characters left. Huge damage. Once they've got all their buffs up, they just do huge damage. Now, what you also want to know with this team is when you get onto the final wave, you do not just want to keep spamming your abilities. Now, that's one thing the AI does if you're playing the fight on on auto. They will just continuously use their abilities. Now, one thing with Rhiannon is, though she gives you that cooldown reduction when you move into a new wave, it does not activate when you finish the final wave. So going into the next node, my cooldowns are not going to be reduced. I'm going to start that fight with whatever the cooldowns were at the end of this battle. So it's important to note that. That's one thing that can muck the team up, is you're playing it on auto, they're using all their abilities, they go into the next node. It obviously gets worse as you move further and further into the raid and the monsters are getting stronger. But going into that first wave and not having your abilities ready, it can set you back. So I'll clear some of these nodes and we'll come back and we'll verse one of the harder nodes towards the end of the raid. Okay, the next fight we are going to undertake is one of the boss nodes. It's going to be the Daimyo one, and then we'll verse some node up here. I think that will be the strategy. So this will be our next fight. Daimyo, he's got 3 waves. Yep, and then his wave, which is quite painful. And it is definitely a fight you do not want to leave up to the AI. Unless you select target, the AI is just horrible against this. So we'll jump in, show you how the team performs, and yeah, what you need to watch out for. Okay, so jumping into battle, pretty standard wave. Again, we're just going to follow our same setup by setting up the team. And our heals up, debuff, buff, and then we're going to use our basic here because they've got 2 7 knives, and there's the chance 7 knives dodges special abilities. We're going to go initiative reset, keep everyone beautiful, and I'm just going to use my third, and well, we only killed one, doesn't matter. Then basic, kill the first wave. Nice and simple. Moving into the second wave. Mizuhiku is probably the biggest threat here. Just use my basic attack. As you can see, it does huge damage when we've got buffs up. Huge damage. We're going to protect ourselves from debuffs because we do not want dots being applied. We're going to give ourselves better crit. Yeah. Alright. Increase our stacks again. And going to put more healing dots on us. Take their initiative. Give it to us. I mean, look at that. We haven't been hit once, and this team is already just... I mean, wave 2's just crumbled. I'm going to use my basic, take out 2 characters there, snipe the Bellara, and again, we're just going to take out 7 knives, moving into the third wave. What do we have here? Again, nothing crazy here. I'm going to again put more healing hots on us. We're going to protect ourselves, increase our damage. Steal initiative, reduce initiative, steal initiative. Basic again. Gets 3 kills. Beautiful. I'm just going to basic here. And what do I want to do? I'm going to waste a turn. Yeah, because that's not going to be... Yeah, so we use that waste a turn. Take that to a 3-turn cooldown, which should be off cooldown now. Okay, so here we are. The fun wave. So, protect ourselves. Put hots on us. So what does it do? Crit damage, increases crit damage. We can't be this. Okay. So the AI is really bad here. The reason for that is because it will aim these 4 characters. It will never aim Daimyo. And the problem with that is when Daimyo is alive and he uses one of his abilities, he resurrects all heroes that have fallen into demons, and the AI will always target the demons instead of Daimyo. So they're just constantly trying to kill demons while Daimyo just lives and lives and lives. But once Daimyo dies, the demons die. So we've killed all the original enemies, which still need to die. So from here he can raise the dead. I don't know if he will do... Oh, I should use my snipe ability there. That's okay. We're not in any rush. We're showing the fight. I want him to actually resurrect, so you can see it firsthand. Here we go. There they are. So if I press auto, these characters, unless I auto select Daimyo, they're just going to try and kill these 4 demons. It's a massive waste of time. You will lose the battle. We can snipe Daimyo there. We're just going to keep aiming him. I mean, those demons are annoying, but I'm not worried about them. I'm going to use my AoE just because I can, and we finish off Daimyo. Beautiful. Nice and simple. Almost full HP. Our buffs are just insane. Nothing to really worry about. Like, it's going to be a bit of a harder fight if your heroes are not this strong. But like I said, it's still the best team to use. There's just nothing that compares to it that I have personally found. And it's not even I found it. You know, this team was originally discovered by Palin. Originally, I ran it without Astoria. I would have Tio in it, but Astoria just performs a lot better, I find. So... yeah, so we'll move on to one of the later nodes, and we'll show you again the team just performs really, really well. Okay, here we are at one of the end nodes. I was originally going to do this one, but we'll verse the Monkey King, see how it goes. We'll see how the team holds up against a decent amount of strong mobs, and then a double boss node as well. So yeah, let's jump into it. This will be the final test. Okay, so jumping in, we're going to just lead how we normally do, set up our characters for success. That is the start. Protect ourselves from debuffs. We're going to put our heal up so it's ready to go. I'm just going to use basic here. Remember they have an Azariel. We'll probably need to snipe her. Reset initiative. Okay, he did get it. This is fine. I mean, we've absolutely decimated this first wave. Doesn't matter what we do. Just going to use our basics until we get rid of the invulnerability. Double hit and dead. Moving on to wave number 2. Who are we going to be versing here? Howdy's big poison team. That's fine. Again, we're just going to set up our buffs. Set up, protect, so those Howdy, not Howdy, Mizuhiku dots don't do anything to us. I'm going to get more hots on us, and we should be right to just take these characters out. One Mizzy down, steal initiative, basic, basic. I want Charizard to live. I don't care if he transforms. And let's increase our stacks. We'll go in with fresh cooldowns into this wave. Again, I'm just going to boost everything, even though it's already pretty heavily boosted. We get more hots. Protect. Remove all these debuffs. I'm going to basic here. It's going to just hit the most amount of targets possible. I'm glad that hit the Ras bit, because I want to actually snipe this Roynar so he doesn't remove our buffs. And we're going to go into the boss node pretty roided up. We're ready to go. Okay. I mean, look at our characters. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Moving into the boss. Got Pig Boy and Monkey and that's 6 stacks. Damage received. Yeah, let's just do it again. Protect. I mean, we're not going to get hit by debuffs, but it's more the speed boost than anything else. Get more hots on us. We're going to increase our crit damage again. Like that Ramfort just taking damage, isn't it? Okay. This Wukong. We're going to aim Wukong first. Steal initiative. We're aiming Wukong. That's our aim. And look at Pig Boy. We haven't actually targeted Pig Boy. Pig Boy is just... Pig Boy is just dead. Oh, it's just such a good team. Oh, it just does so much. I dare you to find a better raid team than that. This raid team for raid 5 has saved me an extraordinarily large amount of heal kits. An exorbitant amount of heal kits? Is that the word we're looking for? Exorbitant? Is that a word? I don't even know now. But there you go. That is the best raid team, and it's so good. I've actually sent a announcement out to my clan. I did this like 2 weeks ago, saying I want people to focus on these heroes for raid 5. If we focus on these heroes for raid 5, we're obviously going to use less heal kits, and we can focus on event raids, which is a different beast. Event raids they're almost the opposite. Raid 5 is extremely easy, whereas event raid difficulty 3 is an absolute monster. I mean, that's deep sea fishing, and you're coming up against the Megalodon. So yeah, there you go. That is the most effective way to get through raids. If you're struggling, this is the team to use. Put a little bit of effort into these heroes, and it will pay back. It will reward you, and you will find you're progressing through the game just so much more smoothly. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability. And we'll be on the world. Until next time, please take care of yourself.